Good evening, good evening, good evening. We got a little chance to get the house full, I guess, today. Who we got in here? Maya, SW, 793rd, District 120. Justice Khalil, Divine Truth. We got the you always gotta give Divine Truth his flowers. God Almighty, you divine, West Coast Wise, Smell Goods, Christopher Gooden, Don Bishop, Free to Be Me, Kabaka Raze Kwan. What we got here? I don't know what's going on with the internet here today. Robbie, True Self. Divine Understanding. All right. Everyone. Peace. So, let's deal with the, get right into action, because we're gonna have to take a break in about 10 minutes. I know we already had a long intro. But we're gonna have to need a couple more breaks in there. I got some things bubbling outside I gotta deal with. But one of the things I wanted to manifest, man, that I see is a little bit it's a misunderstanding out there, right? You got K-Bar, YU. This is not a philosophy. Like, this is not just Confucianism. Like, if you're saying, or if a person, you've been exposed to some of our ideas, some of our thought or whatever, and you feel like it would be beneficial to you and you want to institute that in your life, right? Go ahead and knock yourself out. Go ahead, you free to do that. You free to say, yo, look, those brothers say that you should always know before you speak. You should, do research and have knowledge and even understanding of what you're about to say and what you're about to do and the impact that it's going to have on you and everything that's around you. If you want to institute that into your life, no problem. The problem comes in where you think that makes you one of us. There's a misunderstanding, right, about who and what the 5% is, right? You got to remember that, see, at the basic core of everything, right, that's what supreme mathematics is. It's giving you categories of what everything is, right, and telling you how everything relates to everything else. Right? You got all of these different ways that they relate. Right? How they say, please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. Right? Parentheses, exponents, multiplication, division, addition, subtraction. These are all the different ways that people and things and situations relate to each other. Right? You add on with people. Motherfuckers try to take away and subtract right? You know, things you do, man, you know, you might multiply a person's efforts. You know, you able to come in and multiply what they doing by adding on a resource or adding on some knowledge or understanding what they might not have. That's how people relate to each other, right? And some ways that we relate to each other take precedence over other ways that we relate to each other. But you got to understand that the way that we relate to each other is as a family. And that's why when we say we don't know you, yeah, if you're looking at this as just a philosophy, if you're looking at this as just something you go down to Barnes and Nobles and you pick up a book, you know what I'm saying? You pick up a book and then you this. Nah, that's not how this works. The same way you can't go down there and just read a law book and be a lawyer. You know what I'm saying? You can't just go down there and read a medical book and be a doctor. You're not just going to come on the internet and see. I'm gonna tell you another thing. See, because we deal with supreme mathematics, man, and you know, some people. That's what I'm saying. When we get down to the hardcore of the facts, not you know your philosophical point of view. See, when you deal with mathematics, right? In fact, I'm glad that Robbie's here. You know what I'm saying? See, you got in geometry where you deal with proofs, where you prove things, where you got to prove that these two triangles, let's just say as an example, you got to prove that these two triangles is the same. You got to have more than one reason. If I'm not mistaken, Arabi, is it not three? There's three things you gotta have. Like you gotta show that this angle is the same as that angle. You gotta show that this line is the same as that line. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have at least three different things. See, people trying to identify on that. All you did is read mathematics. That's the only thing you got in common with me, is that you read it. Full stop right there. You don't know anything. You don't know anything about the people who manifested it. You don't know anything about how they manifested it, when they manifested it, where they manifested it. There's got to be, see, at some point, like everybody can say that I'm being a certain type of way to people, but at some point, when is it disrespect to me? When is it disrespect to all of us that had to walk through the fire? When is it disrespect to all of us that had to walk through the fire that you could just walk up now and pick it off the tree like a grape? See, because the history of how it comes out, when you got to walk through the fire, it's shown and proven. But I don't see that same thing being manifested in the history of people just walking up and picking it off the tree like a grape. See, I was just building with my sister, who is a stockbroker, about the Fibonacci sequence and who she uses and how she uses that when she trades money. That's a universal principle, not a Fibonacci principle. This is peace. How you doing?
I'm well, and yourself?
All right.
I'm Paris Hall.
Paris Hall?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Where you from?
Brooklyn.
Brooklyn?
Yes, yes.
Alright. Where you do construction?
I wear many hats. I wear many hats.
Because right now you got a construction hat.
Yes.
Alright, well sit down. What brings you over here?
Energy. When I was walking by, myself brought me here.
I'm saying, there's a building right there, right?
Yes.
Why you ain't going in that building?
I'm not certain.
Alright, well, pay attention for a minute, then we'll build. You know where you at, right?
Mecca school, correct? No, I don't.
Allah School of Mecca.
Allah school of Mecca.
You know what this building is here? What this building is?
I don't.
This is the headquarters of Allah's Nation of God and Herbs. The 5%. You heard of us? Have you?
Yes.
Where you from? What part of Brooklyn?
Bushwick.
Bushwick. And what year you was born?
93.
93. All right. Well, pay attention for a minute. I'm speaking right now, you know what I mean, in terms of, this being a family of people. You know what I'm saying? Where I wouldn't go as far to use those types of terms, you know what I mean? But to explain it to an outsider in terms that he may understand, 5% is an ethnicity. Like, ethnicity, that's something where, the people have a common culture, common history, right? Common ethos, common mindset. And it's not just a philosophy, it's not just something that you become one of those by reading a pamphlet. You understand what I'm saying? So, as you come in here and you learn some of the things that... Run through, close that door! And you learn certain things that may be beneficial to you, right? And you institute that into your life, right? For a positive change, that's good. But now that you're in here, understand that this is a particular family. And we're not here because of the science of sex. We're here because of certain standards and principles, right? That we hold in common in this family, right? And so if you don't hold those standards and principles in common with us, right, you're not one of us. See, we here to deal with all the human families. Just like you just walked in, we here to deal with you, right? But at the same time, saying that there's all the human families, that means that some families is different than us.
Understood.
You see what I'm saying? So, I don't know who needs to hear that. But I see, there's a little, things is getting a little weird out there with people that don't understand, where you got people like, dude, I don't need an explanation for certain things. See, some people, you talking about something else. See, just like you got synonyms, right? You got synonyms, you got words that sound the same, but they mean something different. I don't know what you call it, but you got synonyms that's in different languages. Where the word sounds the same, but it means something different. So see, some people, they might say something, just like for instance, right? When other people say God, they not talking about what we talking about. Like when there's Mormons walk up and down the street, right? And they talking about God, I don't never stop them and say, yo, show and prove, show and prove, you know what I'm saying, the God degree. No, they dealing with something else. And see, the easiest way for them to get caught up is for you to get caught up. See, if you get caught up and start identifying them as us, what you think they're going to do? Like, see, even if a person, you got to understand, if a person, he might be your honorary 5%, that don't mean he's all of our honorary 5%. See, it might be something in particular, individual in your cipher that you doing to uplift the community. And you got this individual with you that he don't have our knowledge, but he's building what you understand. He could be your honorary 5%. But don't let him get it twisted where he's coming out. See, when you start exposing people, man, see, that's another thing. Don't be scared to tell these people they're not this. When you start exposing people to this stuff, man, let them know what it is that they dealing with. See, I'm used to that. See, one thing, right, of having knowledge in the times, and we're going to get to that topic next too. Having the knowledge in the times when, you know, yeah, and I didn't even know until I got on the internet that this is so famous is actually a slang for it. I didn't know it was an abbreviation. You know what I mean? But see, giving out the knowledge in the time when it's UBDs, right? I got to tell you because I can't line you up. You my man. I'm not going to tell you no half-ass shit and send you into the cipher bed with brothers that I know is not playing. So I'm going to let you know, look, this is how it is. But when we get to the cipher, it's fly or die. See, that's another thing people got fucked up. This ain't no philosophy. This knowledge is fly or die, sink or swim. See, because there's predators out there in our atmosphere. We in the wilderness. Yeah, we talking about mentally. We ain't talking about the actual forest, physical forest with trees, but we in the wilderness. Where the nurses will feed us to some wild beast at birth if shit ain't right. So see, it's when the bird got to jump out the nest, right? If you don't fly, if you don't make it, when you hit that ground, son, there's mice that eat you. If you lucky, a lion will come and eat you up in one bite. The ants might get you and tear you limb from limb, eat you alive. You have to fly or die. Not because, you know, your parents or know, you know, the other birds is telling you you got to do that, because that's the reality of life. In this knowledge, you got to fly or die. Because see, as soon as you say you this, motherfuckers going to try to challenge you. Now, something going on with the internet today. I'm getting a lot of buffering over here too, watch. But you got to understand that, you know, and see, that's is a certain, look, there's something that's built into the social fabric of America, that black men are not allowed to have standards. Like, everybody else can have a standard, and generally speaking, they standards say that we not good enough. But the minute we get a standard to say, nah, you can't be down, oh nah, so you gatekeeping, you xenophobic, you know. Come on, man. Don't get caught up with these people. I got another thing too on a side note. I'm gonna find out who keeps fucking with the picture of Elijah Muhammad, son. Every time I come in here, I know what they're doing. They moved it from over here where it used to be and they keep moving it. Where every time I have it in the picture, in the frame here of the live, they move it. So now they moved it, they put the flag there. I see what you did. But now it was up there, now it's over here. When I catch who's doing that, I'm gonna let them know we don't teach that. Don't be fucking with my prophet, man. Everything we need for the show and prove. I mean, well, the show and prove is still going. Actually, it is about that time. If anybody wants to, donate anything to the show and prove, if you hit the Cash App, put show and prove in the notes. But yeah, we at that level. Also, the yard. You know what I'm saying? We got to get the supplies for out there. Rome J is going to bring us a lot of stuff. Because, he got a lot of stuff at his job. You know what I'm saying? He brings us tools all the time. We actually, last summer, the stuff he brought us came in super handy. But, there's that. And, I got everything that we always doing, the boxing class, the art class we adding on. And the other thing we're going to be adding on is we're going to be building a video editing station in the computer room. If it's going to be teaching video editing. Divine is going to be teaching production, music production, and we're going to have a podcasting station in there. You know what I'm saying? So, things is on the ball as far as that. But yeah, the show and prove definitely is upon us. You know what I'm saying? It will be going down. The specific details, I gotta get back to you. There's actually a meeting already called on that, but it's a go. You know what I'm saying? You had a question?
Yes. Does xenophobia what is xenophobia?
From what I understand, xenophobia is according to these people see, if you over a certain age, phobia means fear. You know what I'm saying? If you under a certain age, phobia means like a really bad dislike or something. I can't really but so xenophobia is when, fear of outside people you don't know. You know what I mean? But I suppose in this new definition, it would just be like not liking outside you. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? But what we're gonna do? We're gonna take that. We're gonna take that quick break right now. That I said I gotta go handle something. Right? We're gonna throw the music on. It's gonna be like a quick 5 minutes. You know what I'm saying? I need something to drink too. My mouth is dry. But I shall return right now. You know what I'm saying? Everybody hang on. I'll be right back. Oh yeah, the link. Yeah, I still haven't figured out how to link people in. I got an idea, but yeah, that's something where I gotta figure out this how to merge those two technologies. I guess you know what I'm saying. But I'll figure that out soon. But in the meantime, just check that out. And so we can move on, I guess, now to the next topic. That other thing, I don't know, it wasn't. I don't think it's complicated. But there's just things that I don't. You can never say, but it's clear that some people need to hear that. Now we move on to this other topic. Shout out to the original Mr. 120, Calm Islamly, for reminding me of this topic. You know what I mean? Going according to the law, right? And having that be your measurement of your strength. Having that be the measurement of your strength in what you can do, as opposed to having the breaking of the law being your strength. You know what I'm saying? Which is what you deal with when you deal with the mystery gods. They always have to move in mysterious ways, but they expect you to move straight forward. See, we go according to the law. See, we are the people. We not believing in all this mysterious stuff. And what that means is that no one is above the law. See, I don't know if some people want to be above the law, if they want to be below the law, if they want to be, to the side of the law. But the law is the law. Like, whatever that law is, like, look, the law of time, right, is that it goes in one linear direction. So see, I can't be the firstborn. I can't be the brother that goes to the mosque, sees this, and then teaches the world. The law is the law. And see, when you can accept that, then you don't have problems with the law. You're not the people. See, the people who can't accept it, there's got to be something wrong with the law. If I can't be the firstborn, there's got to be something wrong with the law. No, it's that the law is the law. And see, we're all trained in the law first. Supreme mathematics. And we're all, word is bond, right? Is also about upholding the law. It's about making knowledge go to born and be born alive. From every stage, from the idea, right, to when you spoke it, to the actions that you took to bring it about, to what is actually brought about. It's all bond. So now, this is what happens, with people. Well, let me just come out. Let me not throw y'all off. Let me not throw y'all off. I had an interaction with an individual. So, just the way the conversation is going, right? I said, listen, I think this conversation needs to be conducted in person. We need to discuss this face to face. There's a little back and forth, so eventually he keeps going. So I'm saying, listen, man, we need to discuss this in person. And he says, why? So you can set me up for a UBD? See, let me see if I got something. Let me see if I got something in my arsenal for that. Let me see what we got. This is the best I could do. For an individual who, we're talking, and then I suggest that, we continue this conversation in person. Because, that's some new shit to me, too, where it be people, like, you get into some shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all get into a disagreement, say, online, right? And then they'll say some shit like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Yo, all this, online stuff, man. I'm gangster, man. Yo, this is my number. Call me on the phone. I didn't know that's how gangsters. I didn't know that's like. So we're gonna move from the internet. That's for bitches. We're gonna get on the phone and say this now, eyes. Hey man, let's make it real. Let's make it as real as we can, I guess. But anyway, I see, see, he says, why? So you can set me up for a UBD. And see, let me tell you something about these people too, man. In all the history of the time, right? In all the history of the time, right? Like when I'm coming to the rally, or I'm coming over here to the school, or the show and prove, you know what I'm saying? Or just now, we was at, Al Jamar's memorial. The thought never pops into my head, I wonder if I'm gonna get a UBD. Like, anybody here, has that ever popped into your head where you just thought, damn, son, I'm gonna get to the rally and get a UBD? Does anybody? I'm like, I gotta wait. Hold up. Let's take this down. If you come to the rally and you be thinking, damn, son, I hope niggas don't line me up for a UBD, right? Put one in the comment box right now. If you never think about getting a UBD, put 2. I just gotta see, is it just me? Or is this what I'm saying? Hey, West Coast wise, exactly. I live righteously. See, people pretend, these people that fuck up, right? They want to pretend that we just standing on the corner saying, yo, son, see how that nigga, you see how his mustache is lined up right there? Yeah, nah, fuck that. UBD. That's not how that happens. See, what it is you have broken the law. And everybody knows it. Including you. First and foremostly you. And that's why you worry that if you come amongst the gods, now listen, we look, everybody look, the mayor, the president, bums on the street. We greet with peace, right? We greet with peace. But see, is it not just as I said? That a lot of people don't want to come around and build because they know that men do not speak to each other like that in real life. It don't matter who it is. In Lincoln Center, I'm talking about with the highest class of the highest class, the 0.1% be up in there. You don't talk to each other like that, son. Like the law, I'm talking about the law of America. They got laws. Slander, libel. You can't just talk to people how you want to talk. But all this other shit, listen, man, it just goes to show you what I say about people's intelligence. Would you go up to a lion and tell that lion to his face, you just a dumb lion? So you walk on 4 feet because you ain't civilized like me. I walk on 2 feet. Would you walk up to a lion and say that in his face? Because see, here's the thing. You out to show and prove you smarter than the lion. The lion is out for dinner. So if you go do that, the lion is going to get his dinner. And guess what? He didn't even understand what the fuck you said when you said you were smarter than him. So you didn't get your point across. So who's the smartest?
The lion.
You see? It's clear. But it just goes to show you that people know what they doing, man. See what I tell you, man? People know who they are. Uncivilized people know who they are. Like criminals know who they are. They stay away from the police. They see the police over there, they be like, come on, let's go over here.
I was just saying that earlier.
Because they know who they are. If somebody gets sick in a place and the motherfucker is in the medical field, they say, yo, you alright? Yo, how you feel this? Yo, what's this? Because they know who they are. Hold on 1 second. We need to take one quick break. Check another reel. This one is only going to be like a minute. You know, but that's good anyway. We just wanted to tip on that. We just wanted to touch on that topic. We wanted to touch on that topic real briefly anyway. So we go ahead and take this next hiatus. We go ahead and take this next hiatus real quick. And when we come back, then we can get a little more into the seriousness of going according to the law versus having your mindset be that you want to break the law in order to show and prove that you got it. we got that out the way. But just look, you know, I told you I was happening. You know, it's not a lot of space to hide no more. You know what I mean? Like before the Random Jewels channel, apparently there was places where you could kind of hide. There was places where you could kind of hide and cosplay. You can cosplay over it. You know what I'm saying, in the corner or whatever. Yeah, we got one more commercial break coming, Watts. One more, that's it. You know what I'm saying? But that's the way the cookie crumbles. You know what I'm saying? But see, when we deal with according to the law, right? When we say it's universal law, right? You gotta remember that that's because it's not one law for us and another law for them. It's not one law for y'all and another law for me. It's not one law for me and another law for y'all. So, look, maybe somebody else, they got it according to a different law. We'll see if they still around here. You understand what I'm saying? But I got the knowledge according to a certain law, right? And if you get it through me, you're going to get it according to that law too. And it also means that it's not a different measurement of our righteousness. Meaning the scale is the scale. It's not like if I do something wrong, it weigh an ounce. And if you do something wrong, it weigh a pound. If anything, it weigh a pound for me. See, if y'all walk around saying some bullshit, you just got the knowledge. If I walk around saying some bullshit, son, you grew up here. What the fuck are you talking about, dog? There's no different laws. See, when you in the mystery realm, these is the ideas that you get. Because, see, jealousy is one of the 7 deadly sins. Right? But he's a jealous God. And thou shalt have no gods before him. See, the laws of how he has to deal with, his friends and his family is different. See, like I said, when you actually look at the story, right? Saying, the mystery God is a sucker. Because you ducking the fade. We don't have no beef with the devil. And what it tells you in the story, in any of those stories, whether it's Eve fell victim. Whether whoever it is, the beef is between you and your man. Now, would we be allowed to do that? What did he say to Cain about how he was supposed to deal with his brother? But look at how he deals with humanity that's supposed to be his children. See, because he got a different law than we got. And see, if you come here, if you come into this knowledge still looking for that other Lord. If you come into this knowledge thinking that, you know, you're going to live by the law of the righteous but seen black man that exists everywhere and nowhere at the same time. Then you're not really trying to go according to the Lord. And this is not the place for you, because what we're looking at is the laws of everything that exists right here in reality. And what you're looking for is another realm where our reality doesn't apply. See, like if we say this is what's real, right? The dead is never known to return for the grave, and what you're looking for is the power to bring motherfuckers back from the grave physically. You're never going to find that here. You're searching for that does not exist. And look, if you go out there and you find it, look, I don't care if you find Castor John, you can find the other side of the wall in the South Pole. We'll deal with that then. These is the things that keeps a person searching. See, this is the bottom line. The first thing it told you is who is the original man. Now you say all of this shit about the black man and who the black man is and what the black man is and how the black man is and where the black man is from and all that, right? But yet, the black man is not enough for you. You understand what I'm saying? I'm already enough. I'm already enough proof. For me, I'm saying. Everybody got to show proof on their own. Just like when people is crossing the street, right? And you see some people, cars coming, they cross. Because in their mind, in their judgment, okay, I've seen enough to let me know I can make it across. But for other people, they wait. Because to them, they not sure yet. They got to show and prove to themselves before they risk their life walking out there into the street. Some people is going to just wait till the sign turn. So whatever it might be, whatever I'm saying, me, myself, right? My existence and the things I've seen and heard and done, right, is already enough for me to show and prove the black man's God. I don't need to find no smoking gun. I don't need to find a letter from Aristotle to Alexander the Greek where he said, yeah, why don't you go over there and fuck the gods and the earths up? And then we would say, oh shit, you see right here, Aristotle says we're the gods and the earths. Who the fuck is Aristotle? Are we the beginning that never began? Or we just some shit that's in the midst of whatever else? If you don't really understand what Allah means, arm, leg, arm, supreme head, if you don't really understand the power, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, these people are wasting your time, you're wasting their time, and our time in general is being wasted of the shit we gotta do. We living in this shit, son. I don't know where everybody's at. I'm in New York, son, where I'm living in this shit. almost every day now, it'd be like an event. Maybe they overreacting, I don't know. But like in the last week, there's been like 3 or 4 different times when, police units was moving. And it's like, a couple cars. But I'm talking about where you see units moving, like sirens is going off for like 10 minutes. Because how many cars is coming? Ambulances, everything. This, the Coca-Cola. We're living in this shit, son. That's why we gotta do something about it. It'd be different. See, like, look, when people ask me about Ukraine, I really don't know. I'm not on one side or the other. I can tell you the propaganda that I've heard. Tell you the propaganda that I've heard from both sides, but I don't know about that. I don't know who's the good guy. I don't know who's the bad guy. I'm not living in that. Yeah, in terms of this is the planet Earth, 196,940,000 square miles. We all living on the planet. So a motherfucker put something in the atmosphere, a motherfucker put something in the water, whatever it is, we're living in this shit. And see, the things that we don't be living directly in, even, like I keep bringing up, the water in Flint, Michigan. See, we can keep forgetting about it because we're not living in that shit. But when you're living in it, you got to do something about it. I mean, or, and I'm saying, okay, you can say, fuck it, it ain't my business, but listen, we out here with strays, my man. We out here with strays flying. We out here with mistaken identity. We out here with the Coca-Cola. You know what I'm saying? Instagram and all these different things that we be talking about, that shit is not happening on another planet. That shit is happening right around us. And as we sitting on here talking, our children is being caught up in that shit. Peace. That's why we got to go according to the law, and it can't be a different law for us, right, than it is for everybody else. Like I said, that's what they try to do all the time. They come with all these things where it's like, oh, well, the 5% don't accept our bullshit, so it's something wrong with 5%. Nigga, nobody else don't accept your bullshit either. Why don't you go show and prove that down at Harvard University? If you don't show and prove it at Harvard University, do you say they fucked up? If the people at Harvard University say, look, man, get the fuck out of here with that shit you talking, do you ask them if they're about to set you up for a UBD?
What's a UBD?
Don't even worry about it. It's one of the things you'd rather not know. That's the difference in going according to the law and being above the law. A lot of people think, like, see, because you can discuss the law, because you can talk about the law, because you can come to the cipher and theorize and philosophize like we're motherfucking Nietzsche or some shit, existentialism. Get the fuck out of here. It's when the actual things that had to be done need to get done. See, everybody's always saying, damn, man, these kids is wilding out here. It's never been a time that hasn't been the case. I don't care how old the people is. When they was young, the old timers was around at that time, was like, yo, so these motherfuckers out of control. When jazz music was the hip hop of the world, jazz music was the pop music of its time when it was new. They said that jazz was making all the young kids smoke weed and have sex. But those young kids are my grandparents. Think about that. You know what I'm saying? So my grandparents that's now listening to hip hop saying, "God damn, that hip hop shit got child wilded." Saying that's always been the case. Now we sit around and have a conversation about that. We deal with that all the time. No, you didn't deal with it because you didn't go out and do nothing to stop it. You didn't do nothing to go out and improve the situation, so you didn't do nothing. See, that's where people could get confused because it's all wisdom. It all falls under wisdom. Talking and doing. But here's the thing, they're not wise at the same time. Not always. There's times when it works like that, but they're not wise at the same time. And see, if we need to discuss something, right, we need to deal with wisdom in the form of words to formulate what we're going to do, and then you just go off and do something, you fucked up. And see, if it's time to get busy and you still talking, you're fucking up. You got to have the knowledge to know that's what application is. The who, what, where, when, why, and how you applying it that's all a part of the application. If those things is not included, it's really not applied. It's still in the form of a theory. And we're not talking about a scientific theory, a set of ideas where, we have a vast amount of proof for. It's not a theory, a scientific theory in that, when we started with this, it was an idea. And so that's why we called it a theory. However, we've conducted experiments since that time. Since the time that it was just an idea, and we've shown and proven the theory. No, we just talking about purely theoretical, no empirical, nothing. That's just what you think. And that's why it's important, and why you hear that constantly iterated and reiterated by people in the knowledge. You know what I'm saying? That we go according to mathematics. We live out mathematics. We have, multiple, many ways of expressing that idea. When things go according to the Lord. And the reality is the law with no rewards and penalties might as well don't exist. That's not a law. See, supreme mathematics is not suggestions. It's not suggestions. It's not that I suggest you put the knowledge before wisdom. I'm telling you, if you don't do it like that, it's going to be fucked up. You can listen and don't listen. I don't have time to go back and forth with you. That's why we don't teach the whole. gonna take another quick commercial break right here. You know what I'm saying? Let me throw on the other little we got our other little background music here. We're gonna throw that on. So right now we're gonna take a little 5-10 minute break. You know what I'm saying? I think I got my rants in, you know what I'm saying? So look, when I come back, any questions that people got, now's gonna be the time. Because you know how y'all do. I already know y'all. But if there's any questions about whatever I said or anything else, when I come back, we're gonna get into that. Okay. Let me see here. Let me catch up. Y'all talking about scripture. Y'all talking about. But so yeah, we have any questions here? You know, the new people, don't get caught up with these you know, don't get caught up with this whole side rally. These side rallies going on over there. You know, if you got a particular question, you know what I mean, just come out and ask it. Shalal, what's the deal? Yeah, you know, we was just, you know, discussing, man. Yeah, this is a little recap. You know, discussing with people that, you know, this is not a philosophy. You know what I'm saying? Where, you know, you go read a book and now, you know, you a Confucianist because you read that book. You understand what I'm saying? You know, it's actually, you know, Supreme Mathematics is actually teaching you about the categories that everything is in. You know what I'm saying? And how all these things relate to each other. You know what I'm saying? And the particular relationship that we had to each other, you know what I'm saying? You know, the 5% is you know, I personally, that wouldn't be the terms that I would use, but to explain it to a person that don't speak our language, you know, the 5% is an ethnicity. You know what I'm saying? Where, you know, the culture, the history, the mindset, you know, all of these things that we have in common, you know, it's not just something that, you know, you go on the internet and you read the lessons and then you think you like me. You know what I'm saying? It's actually disrespect to those of us that had to, you know, go through the fire. You know what I'm saying? It's like, look, if let's say like you got Michael Jordan, you got LeBron James, you got Kobe Bryant, right? Now let's suppose if the next dude that come up that is in that line of comparison, right? He gets to play against college teams. Like he's playing, you know, he's in the pros. He's, you know, he's fully grown, but he's playing against dudes that just came out of high school doing a 1 year at Duke. See, it would be disrespect to Kobe and LeBron and Jordan to put this dude in a category. It's something called, like, you know, when you dealing with sports, it's called strength of competition. You hear Floyd Mayweather talking about it all the time. Like, yeah, you got a good record, but who did you beat? You see, it's the same thing. The person, you saying you this, but how you got to be this? How you got to the point, because see, yeah, there's no big eyes and little U's, but you got to show and prove that. That you my equal when we step into the cipher. And I got to show and prove that as well. Because that's what equality is. You know? And other than that, just, you know, telling them that, you know, this right here, you know, we show and prove who we are by going according to the law. Our strength, you know what I'm saying, and the way we build is by going according to the law, right? And not looking, you know, our law of who we are is in the knowledge degree in the 1 to 10. See what I'm saying? Whereas some people law that they looking for is the understanding God degree in the 1 to 40. They looking for the powers so that they could be a righteous but unseen being that exists everywhere and nowhere at the same time. See, because God is everywhere, but whenever some shit go fucked up, he didn't do nothing. So just in general, you know what I'm saying, when people is coming and they constantly seeking, you know what I mean, it's because their own existence, you know what I'm saying, is not enough, God. It's because they haven't really lived this out. And when you really live this out, and then you've seen the evidence. You've seen the evidence of it. See, like I told y'all the other day, I don't have faith, I have experience. I've seen it happen before. So the odds might be against a thing. But look, I've seen this movie before a couple times. But for a lot of people, this is just, you know, like if they looking for all this magical powers, right? On face value, because we saying that we God, they think we got the key to the magical powers. Nah, we got the key to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got the key to arm, leg, arm, supreme head. And if a person missed that point, you know, y'all gotta stop trying to. Back in the day, they say you trying to fit a square peg in a round hole. You gotta stop trying to force it. You know what I'm saying? And you know, you have to, you know, let people know, man, that see, yeah, our culture is free. And we add on wherever we go, you know what I'm saying? And the main resource that we have at any time to add on is ourself and our application in supreme mathematics. You know, God is love. So people come around, you know what I mean, and they detect the love, they detect the camaraderie and all that. And you peace, man, you know. We love you too. But you're not one of us. See, there's some lines that exist in the world. See, y'all can be friends with all these motherfuckers. But I got a question for y'all. I got a question for all these motherfuckers that y'all want to relax the rules for. Would you let them? Would you approve of this person having a child with your daughter? Like, if you really think they so peace and all this bullshit they talking is right, would that situation be cool with you? See, that's where the shit turned real. See, there's a lot of people that look, you know, I can see you, like I go in the CVS. I go in the CVS, you know, like oh shit, well fuck it, it's too late now. I go to the regular store. But let's say if I go to the regular store, right? I go to the regular store right now, and I gotta buy something, right? And let's say the person behind the counter, they could be from any walk of life. They could be from any walk of life, and I could deal with them. It's nothing. But would I let this person deal with my... See, if the answer is no, God, right? Then what I'm saying is I don't know if I cut off right there. I don't... If the build degree in 1 to 14, that's what it's telling. Now that's the battery. The battery is I gotta get that wired. I got a couple of things. I keep getting up late. You understand what I'm saying? Where did I cut off at? What was I saying when I cut off? Yeah, listen, that's what is, at this point, yeah, I think, yeah, why is it, the temperature, you know, has to go up, because, uh, you know, like how they say, shield, steel, sharp as steel. You know what I mean? But that steel got to be forged in the fire. Oh yeah, I mean, look, for whoever the person is. See, because, right, steel sharp as steel with friction. Remember, we went through that. You know what I'm saying? And that friction cause heat. You understand what I'm saying? So, at the end of the day, uh, you know, we can't allow things to become diluted. But we got to keep the fire on in both ways. You see what I'm saying? Because eliminating them is only a step in what we got to do. See, we got to eliminate them because they neutral and they traitors. They're not good for what we got to do. Right? But at the end of the day, subtracting them, right, is not going to add what we need added. See what I'm saying? It's like one of them situations where, like, if they take your bike, right, you can go over there and retaliate, but that ain't necessarily gonna get your bike back. You understand what I'm saying? You're not going riding with the brothers tomorrow because you did that. You know what I mean? That's a fine line, right? Where we can't become the devil, right? We can't become the devil in the midst of trying to destroy the devil. See, that's falling victim to the devil's civilization too, because that's how he do things. See what I'm saying? When we start falling victim to internalizing his mindset and the way how he do things, you see what I'm saying? Then that's what fuck us up. We got to build by multiplication and addition. You know what I'm saying? Yakub, that's what he do. You see what I'm saying? Uh, in the knowledge degree, there's no separation. It just goes straight through. There's one and in there. See, in the wisdom degree, it says or. See, friend, every step of the way he's dealing with division and separation and subtraction. He's dividing the black man's body into the black germ and the brown germ. He's dividing his population into dark-skinned people and light-skinned people. He's separating his people from the whole, taking them to the isolated situation in Patmos. You understand what I'm saying? He's subtracting the black seeds. That's what he's doing. You see what I'm saying? That's not our science. You never heard about that. You know what I'm saying? These brothers got the knowledge, and then they went over there and built with those brothers, and then they went over there and built with those brothers, and then somebody went out there and started building with some brothers out there, and we deal with addition. Only thing we subtract, right, is before the cipher is complete, we destroy anything that's going to stop our knowledge from being born alive. You see, even with that level of destruction, when you do that, right, sometimes you got to replace that thing. You understand what I'm saying? Like, let's say you was doing something illegal to make money, right? You can destroy that thing, right? Because it's fucking up your life, but you got to replace that income. But just going around destroying, you know what I'm saying, thinking that then you're going to be all right, it ain't going to work like that. See what I'm saying? That's why you can't just go outside and kill all the white people. You can't. That's one of the reasons we build with them, because we already know that. You see what I'm saying? You can kill all the white people. But the idea, just like I said, some of us got the idea more than they got it. The idea is still gonna is still gonna exist. You see what I'm saying? Like the Caucasians, when you talk about the 136, right? All them colored people is dead. The people that they talking about in those degrees, they gone. But why is the shit still going on? Because everything still goes back to the idea. So that's why we know that taking 4 devil's heads is about the ideas and the mentalities, right, that destroy people and everything around them. I'm going to go back to interviewing some of the older guys. I mean, yeah, they, actually that's getting more and more important because, wow, in the last, since Random Jewels has been around, man, we lost a lot of our brothers, you know what I'm saying? But, yeah, El Naheem, Black Messiah, I'm sure you have a lot of people that could, a lot more people, you know what I'm saying? El Naheem is, he was a little bit more of a hidden gem. You know what I mean? Some brothers was a little more hidden gems. The Akmens, where, people know who they are, but they not, they wasn't, see, like Dumar, you know, he's an orator. You know what I'm saying? Like when Dumont, you know, came to the rally, you know that's going to be over. You know, we going over and out. You know what I'm saying? Dude's about to go in. You know what I'm saying? You know, Ahmed was one of those people that he'd tell you like all the shit I've been talking to about for 2 hours. Ahmed will tell you some shit in about 2 paragraphs. You know what I'm saying? But so you know with El Naheem, you know you may get, but you know I'm sure we can find some brothers, man, to tell us some more experiences with the Mac. Yeah, no doubt, Holly Rock. Yes, yeah, they don't know about Holly Rock. You know what I'm saying? There's, you know, a couple of people that I'm saying if you wasn't there, that's another. It's just like right now we in the internet era, right? So there's certain things that happened in the '90s that would have been a meme and shit. Like that would have been all over the internet, all over Facebook. But because it happened before that era, you know what I'm saying? Or there's games like sports events that occurred, like Jack Johnson. You know, he got a lot of fights. He got a lot of fights that's not. Yeah, we talked to Divine U. We talked to Divine U and Allah Supreme about Black men. But what are you talking about? Which K bar from Medina? There's a couple K bars from Medina. But you know that's just the case. You know what I'm saying? You know you got some people that is orators. You know that's what they have to, you know, add on. You know what I'm saying? That's I wouldn't say that's what they have to add on, but that's a skill that they have that they're able to apply. You know what I mean? Whereas other brothers, you know, they're you know, especially with people they don't know, they're not as talkative. You say, can you repeat addition, subtraction, relating to and or in the first and the second degree? I know I'm saying that in the knowledge degree, there's no ors. There's no you know, you could be this kind of black man or that kind of black man. It doesn't say, the person is from this geographical location. It doesn't say they this height. It doesn't say any of that. And that's why all of us, right, can be the original man. Because it's about addition. And the way that happened was, you know, each one teach one. It was by addition. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like Allah gave, you know, these 9 brothers the knowledge and told them, all right, go outside and kill all the devils so we could be the gods. He told them to go out there and add on to yourself so that you could be able to add on with the community and all the other people. You understand what I'm saying? You know, whereas, you know, the devil, you know, if you look at all degrees, you know, the colored man and the Caucasian man is the devil. You know what I mean? All of these, you know, you see an or in the wisdom degree. You know, everything dealing with Yakub, you're going to see division and subtraction and separation. From the people, you know, him separating his people to go make the devil, the entire story is about division, subtraction, and separation. And the entire story of Allah and his 5% is about multiplication and addition. was talking about he was the most important to my development. K-Bar? Which K-Bar you talking about that be with more Mighty in them? I seen K-Bar the other day. All of them is big except you, K-Bar. Why you talking about big K-Bar? you the only slim one. Those brothers, man, see, them brothers like that, they the salt of the earth, man. They the people, like, when we say, you know, listen, it was a time where you couldn't go no place without seeing the gods. Those is the brothers, God. Those is the brothers, you know. See, for me, like I said, you know, listen, I'm a good soldier, man. That's how I got where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? You know, for my days as a private soldier, you know what I'm saying? I recall the brothers that, you know, was there. Like, it was brothers like, you know, days when I'm in the cipher, right? And it's things like, damn, you know what I'm saying? I don't know the science, and then boom, as we building in the cipher, the guy just manifested the answer to a question that I had. See, me, I got love for the brothers, man, that, you know, just existed. You know, the brothers that was the examples of the culture. You know what I'm saying? Some of them, you know, at the time, I really didn't even know them like that. But those was the brothers that I seen, like, all right, this is how we do. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you got to remember that all those brothers existed because those, see, you hear these stories. Yo, the guys did this, the guys did that. Yo, the guys over here was super strong. The guys over there was building, they had, you know what I'm saying, but no, that's what I'm saying about the actual relationships, about this actually being a family. Those is, you know how you got like an older brother or a big cousin that, you know, look, you straight, because, you know, everybody know. You understand what I'm saying? So, you know, there's lots of brothers. You know, I was thinking just the other day, man, about AllahChrist, and you know, I had the knowledge. You know what I'm saying? And I already, you know, I was oh yeah, you going in now, Barshar, no, you know, you now K-Bar is really going back to, you know, yeah, people that we can't forget those brothers existed. So I'm telling you, there's dudes that you see talking in New York, right? You see them online and they be talking about how they was big and they was bad, they was gangster. God, them brothers had them in check. I'm not playing, son. You name whoever you want to name, I'm telling you. When I came around, brothers had them in check. Yeah, AllahChrist, yeah, he showed me, like I said, I already was a builder. I already was the person that, you know, look, when I come to the cipher, you know, there were certain people that's like EFA. You know what I'm saying? You know, when they spoke, people listened. You know what I'm saying? I already, But, you know, fucking with Rajin, he showed me how, after fucking with him, I was the masters of ceremony. You know what I'm saying? We used to go around his block pretty much like that. His block became, after my pops returned, and then his block started becoming like our jump off point. You remember Darkim Be used to be with us? And Trey Bourne, all of them. Even Seaguy, all of us. They used to rest on the other side of the concourse. You know what I'm saying? So, Shaborn and Power, they was already from over there. And they used to be coming uptown to maintain with us. But then now it's like, okay, we got a certain amount of us is down here. So everybody start going to Rajin house. And, we outside now. We standing in front of the building or whatever. And it start becoming that thing. You know what I'm saying? So, Rajin got the balloons. So, Rajin come outside with the balloons. And he like, yo, let's go up on for them. Right? So we used to go in front of, I'm pretty sure the name of that store was called Young World. Right? It was a kid's store. So, the kids coming in. We got the balloons. And, so, Rajin, yeah, we pretty much just, after the story, we had to wind down. Anybody got the iPhone, they give you the 20% warning and then the 10% warning. So we just got the 10% warning. But at any rate, Rajin is taking us up to Fordham Road every day. So, this is around his way. So he know different people, whatever he's talking. And it's like, yo, when he starts talking, it's like, when you at the carnival or something and somebody comes out, they like, yo, step right up, over here, we got this, and the crowd start coming around him. So we go up there one day, starts building on mathematics and shit, right? And, Rajin, he a little guy. He don't have, this big booming voice like certain people like Freedom, Papa Wu, you know what I'm saying? You can tell, of course, he's gonna grab attention when he speaks and shit. You know what I'm saying? But Rajin could just control the crowd. Like I'm talking about, people just stop. And at the time, I'm looking at him like, how the fuck you do that? I couldn't, this shit was, it was, at the time, I had never seen one person do that. Like I had seen times, like for instance, like I said, the carnival guy, we was kids, so we still doing kid shit. You know what I mean? We building on the science of everything in life, but we kids and shit. We should go to the carnival, so we going to the carnival, we ain't going no less than like 20, 25 deep at the minimum. You know what I'm saying? But, for it to be, and then plus you gotta remember, when we get there, we gonna see, 15 guys from over there, 30 guys from over there, whatever. So by the time we there, it's gonna be numbers where, everybody is crowded around, just to see what we gonna do. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Rajin's still around. And, in fact, Rajin called me Sunday. So, I'm bugging out for this shit. So now, it's like, when he come outside every day, now I'm like, yo, let's go on for him, because I want to see him do this shit so I can try to catch on and shit. Like, how the fuck is he doing this shit? Right? So one day, we up on the ad, right? And so, he's talking, right? And then he asked me a question, right? He was like, yo, God, boo, 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 boo. So when he said that, right, and I started building, then he went to do something else. Like he left the scene, but like he stepped back. So when he stepped back, now it was just me and shit. You know what I'm saying? And yo, all of a sudden, the crowd that he had accumulated, the shit starts growing. Because now, it's this little kid doing it. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, and motherfuckers are stopping their cars, getting out. The fuck is that kid saying? Like, looking back now, you know what I'm saying? To think that, yeah, it was, a little 16-year-old kid is out there building with grown people, look, there was people that got the knowledge from off the Ave like that. That, like after the crowd would disperse, people used to come, give me the number, take my number, yo, y'all need to learn that. But once he showed me how to do it, you know what I'm saying? Then I started, like, at first, I still was, stay with him. But then after a while, I started being able to do it on my own and shit. You know what I'm saying? Just go up on the Ave, because then I got the hang of it. He just showed me how to do it, right? But he didn't, articulate it. It was example. You understand what I'm saying? What is this right here y'all talking about? But when I got down here, they explained it to me what it is. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know what it was. Even listen, when I first started the class back in the 90s, my first time I came in, I had to start from scratch because I didn't know what it was. You know what I'm saying? But after a while, I can't recall where I was, but somebody said what it is. It's that, see, you got to start speaking on what you know, and then the rest will come out. Don't start making shit up. Don't speculate. Don't try to copy off Malcolm X. Just start speaking on the stuff you know. Then the rest will come out. Now, if you don't know nothing, it ain't gonna work. You gotta know what you're talking about. You can't just come out and say nothing. But yeah, that's the way it works. See, that's why it's something that you gotta, if you're not around us and you just trying to speak off of what you know off the internet, it's not gonna work. I'm not, people can say I'm being religious, but who you got? I'm saying the brothers, with the system that they had, they produced me. Who you got? Yeah, why is this? It's still, what is that? I was about to say, it sounds like it's raining out there. Allah says, sounds like the stories my uncle Allah Bill tells me about building in the God's ciphers in the desert. We instrumental in the desert. Allah Rajim is who taught Allah mathematics. And Allah mathematics was very instrumental out there in teaching in the desert. Yeah, you gotta, but look, I'm gonna tell you something. You know, even with that, see, that's what I'm saying. You at the rally, right? You know, you meeting certain people, you having certain experience. God, you gotta go to the lab, God. You gotta, you know what I mean? You gotta go to the block. You gotta see brothers. You know what I mean? Like, look, like, see K-Bar you talking about? One of K-Bar's relatives, his biologicals, returning to essence. You know what I'm saying? I went over there to that memorial, like, you know what I'm saying? We family, man. We be together, man. You understand what I'm saying? Let me see how much time I got left. I got one more story I'm gonna tell you. Nah, I'm gonna leave that one out. Only because this is something we're gonna have to get into. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have to get into. Supreme Power said great teachers produce great students. No, we don't. We produce great teachers. I don't teach no students. But at any rate, I guess I was clear. I guess I was clear today. You know, so we didn't have any questions. You know what I'm saying? You know, we down on the battery powered. So we're gonna go ahead and hit a little outro. You know what I'm saying? Get prepared for tomorrow. Whilst I love to hear about the gods and earths that gave all they have and all within their power and aren't that known widespread. Yeah, I mean, you know, everybody's not running their mouth. And everybody don't write their own press. You know what I'm saying? See, the reason you know about some people is because they out there running their mouth about everything they did. Like, it's places where the knowledge is, and don't nobody know, you know, except the people over there, because the person is not running outside, trying to put a banner on their chest. Sham God King said he heard there's a conference call on the God Day. Was this some more Illuminati shit y'all doing? What is this? You a stakeholder? Conference call? With who? About Minister Freedom. What's it about? You would make me call you. You make me. Minister Freedom. He got shit to do tomorrow, man. Y'all make me call Minister Freedom late at night. Gotta watch this stakeholder shit going on, man. That's what I'm saying. Hey, look, man. I don't know if y'all over there talking about giving me a UBD. Start watching people. And we're supposed to be on Zoom. Supposed to be on Zoom. We're supposed to be. Can't call it. But oh, you just got the text. All right, so hey, let me check. look, just like last time, check you gotta check your email, check your text. You know, your Instagram, whatever. You know. So let's see what happens. You know, maybe my link is in transmission. You know what I'm saying? But at any rate, everybody that made it this far, do the each one teach one. Hit the like button. You know what I mean? I think this is one that needs to be shared out. I think I'm actually gonna have Infinite. Chop this one up. Cause y'all seem to pay attention. Not y'all, actually. Other people seem to pay attention to certain, you know, because I like it like this. Where you got to do knowledge. But Infinite do have a point where it's certain things that over the course of time, maybe a person tune out or whatever, and then it's a particular nugget in there, right? That, you know, is extremely important for people to hear. So, yeah, I might have him chop this one up a little bit. You know what I mean? Especially, you know, that part about it's not a philosophy, man. And don't come around trying to philosophize with us. Because we don't really know about it. See, philosophy, right? Philo in Greek means love. And Sophia is wisdom. We're not lovers of wisdom. We're lovers of knowledge. See, don't come around trying to philosophize with us. With that being said, hit the like button. Share this out on your other pages, your Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, you know, whatever. I don't know how it works. What's the newest things that's out there? You know what I'm saying? You know, in the meantime, between time, you know, we had a little G building action, you know, but luckily he was able, you know, I was able to just do a little therapy without medication, and that came out alright. You know what I mean? But other than that, we're gonna sign off, go out with our music as we always do, and peace to the God in the earth. You know, all of you know, we know now that we have a lot of visitors here. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to y'all. We stopped saying shout out to all our neighbors, you know, and brothers and sisters, and you know, from a little bit other backgrounds. You know what I'm saying? Peace to y'all, and we out.